What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. I am currently out at a random place outside of town working on, well, I really wanted to just try and film a video about what, I have no idea, but I picked up the Sony A7IV and I'm getting rid of my ZV-E10 just because I wanted a full frame. I'm getting more into photography and learning and doing that kind of stuff, so I needed a camera that could really support me, as well as I wanted to be able to kind of just expand and grow a little bit more. And I feel like there's a lot more potential with this camera as opposed to that ZV-E10. So yeah, I'm not really sure what I want to shoot. I just know that I want to shoot. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna try and take some pictures here and things like that and kind of see where the night goes. Also, I definitely forgot to mention, I have a Sigma 24-70, I believe, f2.8 lens on the camera, and I've got my Rode mic up on the side just over here, and I also have the DJI mic on my chest because I have not tried to video with this camera yet at all. So I have no idea what the audio levels are like, and I just kind of want a backup. So that's what I'm working with right now. I do have the Osmo in my back pocket, just in case I want to use that. I don't think I will because I don't think it does quite as good of a job in night photography as this A7IV. So yeah, that's kind of the setup that we're rocking right now with everything. And there's something else I was going to say, but I completely forgot it. We'll think of it later. So this is the setup that I'm kind of working with. I know my car isn't much, but I figured it's worth a shot because my truck is still locked down in Colorado, but I wanted to try and work on some car photography stuff. Also, I just definitely touched the back screen, so I have no idea how that's going to turn out. But yeah, I kind of like the spot. I like the aesthetic because it's really wet. It just rained all day today, so I'm really hoping that this comes out kind of nice and I can get something with these shots, even if it's just practice. So we'll see. So I have went and got a couple of shots. I'm kind of liking how they're turning out. I feel like this does a lot better than my ZV-E10, especially in pictures. The pictures are not my favorite thing on the ZV-E10, but these, from what I'm seeing just on the display, are absolutely crispy. But yeah, I do think that when I go to actually start using this, if I want to use it as like a vlog camera, I'm gonna have to throw on my 16-35 f4 lens, just because of the fact that this one does seem a little close. Like, I have my arm completely out, and the setup that I have on this camera right now is not super light. So yeah, I think that'd be a little bit easier because then I can just hold it like right here and I'm not just this ginormous head. But we'll just have to see when things kind of start rolling how everything turns out. But I'm gonna try and take some more pictures just of the surrounding area because I really like how this place is all laid out, and I don't ever really see anyone here, so I'm really hoping that it kind of stays like this because this is one of my favorite spots. Okay, so I did a little bit of shooting. I'll throw up some of my favorites like right here, but yeah, I'm really interested to see how they turn out. Also, my DJI mic died when I got in the car, so hopefully the audio on here sounds good. So fingers crossed. If not, I will try and figure something out, but gave it a shot. I think it turned out pretty well. We will have to put it in the computer. I'm going to try and do a little bit of editing. I don't really know how that's going to turn out, but fingers crossed they look at least somewhat nice and can kind of start getting a feel and find my groove. I really love night shooting, so that's another reason I picked up this camera, is just because since it is a full frame sensor and it's such a high quality camera, it does a lot better at night shooting. And I just have always really liked that. I think it's just because of the fact that I don't like going out a whole lot during the day and being around a bunch of people. So that could be just a personal preference thing. But yeah, I really like being able to kind of come out and it be peaceful. I was always a night owl. Just most of my jobs have kind of made it hard to be that. Considering I had to be there before 6 o'clock in the morning most of the time up until this one. So it was rather hard to be out late at night. But I think that with the job that I'm at right now and everything, it will make life a lot easier to try and get out. Another reason that I really picked up this camera and I like it is I want to be able to make my own movie, if that makes sense. It may never be anything close to kind of what you see other creators, or especially not even in like movie theaters and stuff like that, but I want to create something that I love the look of, something that I am passionate about and I enjoy and learned a lot of things from, which I think that this camera grants me that opportunity because, like I said, with nighttime photography, things like that, it really will open the door for me to be able to go out and film a lot of other things. Like, some of my favorite shots are out cruising and in the car type shots, so I think this will really help with that. I'm going to have to probably at some point invest in some stronger suction cup type mounts because I don't think the one that I have for my Osmo will hold this camera that is probably 15 times heavier. Wow, that was a hard word to say. But I think there's a really high potential of growth, and that's something that just makes me super happy. So something else that I feel like this camera really gives me the opportunity to do is mess around with different lightings. Like right now I've got my little box light set to red, which I really think is going to be able to give me a little bit more range and do different things. Right now my ZV-E10 would be just wigging out, and I don't know if that's just a me error, which more than likely it is, and whatnot, but I feel like this camera will really just kind of grant me the opportunity to do different things creatively. I figured that this would be kind of a good shot because there's no other lights around. I came all the way out here because I was looking at the moon as I was actually driving home, and it kind of made me think, ooh, what about a cool moon shot with one of my little bit longer reach lens? So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try and take some pictures of the moon and see how they turn out. I also just stepped in a bunch of bright red mud over there, and now I'm a little upset because these shoes were like super clean and whatnot, and now I have to figure out how I'm gonna like get them cleaned off before I get in my car because I'm gonna be a little upset just trying all this inside. Alright, I know that this vlog was kind of unhinged, but I think I'm going to call it a wrap. I have no idea how long this video is going to end up being or how well it's going to turn out, how well it's going to sound, but I figured I would just kind of give it a shot, see what you guys think, and mostly just kind of do it for me. I know that I have really been neglecting this channel a lot, which I apologize for. I just don't really have that creative vision right now. I'm kind of in like a writer's block type moment, which really sucks because I love the cameras. I want to make movies. I just don't know how or what I would even really talk about, as well as a lot of the stuff that I want to do is spending time up in the mountains, and with the absolutely terrible condition that my car is in, that's just not really feasible right now. I really wish that I could have my truck back, or at least have a nicer vehicle that would allow me to kind of go out and be up in the mountains and film videos like that. I would love to do some camping vlogs, some overlanding videos and things like that, but right now that's just not in the deck of cards. So I'm trying to work with what I have, and there's not a whole lot that I have, but I am working on it. Definitely though, expect more vlogs to come. I want to try and just work at my craft and do a little bit more. So fingers crossed this works out. I will be doing a lot more vlogs with the Osmo Pocket 3, so don't worry, this isn't probably going to replace that. There will still be vlogs with that. I like how quick and easy it is. The microphone's a little annoying and tedious to deal with, but overall... Thought I heard a train. Overall, it's just a lot simpler of a camera to work with, and I just enjoy it, and that'll kind of help me be able to get more content out for you guys a little bit faster, I'm hoping, now that life has kind of slowed down a little bit. But yeah, we'll just kind of have to see. I may actually wait for this train to come by because I think some train shots would be freaking sweet right now. So we'll give it a shot and we're going to see what happens. But I think that's it for today's vlog. I hope that you guys did enjoy. let me know some tips, some comments, and stuff like that down in the comment section down below. I know this camera is capable of S-Log 3, which I'm hoping to get into soon. But right now, I need to work on actually being able to film and get better shots and stuff like that. So eventually, one day, someday, maybe, we can do some S-Log stuff. But right now, that's just not in my deck of cards for things that I have planned. But eventually, I promise, and we'll see what happens. But anyways, you guys, my name is Dan, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.